You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken Tech for your ears.
Welcome back. It feels like the founder world is just constantly buzzing, doesn't it?
It really does. So much happening so fast.
Yeah, from massive AI investments to really digging into what drives creators. Today, we're looking at some key insights for anyone building something new.
Exactly. We've gathered some perspectives that honestly push back on common ideas about growth, strategy,
Yeah.
even productivity.
The goal is to kind of cut through the noise, right? Help you understand not just what's happening, but why it actually matters.
Precisely. For anyone carving their own path.
Okay, let's start with AI. It's a bit wild. You see $118 billion pouring into AI companies this year alone.
A huge number.
Huge. But then MIT research comes out showing 95% of organizations, they see no return on those AI investments.
95%. That's sobering.
It almost feels like, for every dollar in, 95 cents just vanishes. And even Sam Altman at OpenAI is kind of hinting at a bubble.
Yeah. And what's fascinating there is you have this massive capital concentration, but the performance isn't broadly there yet.
Sure.
At the same time, you see tech stocks, giants like NVIDIA, Palantir, pulling back a bit.
And GitHub, their recent move under Microsoft's Core AI, that signals something too, right? More control.
It did definitely suggest a tightening. Yeah. A strategic consolidation, perhaps.
So with all that happening, what does it mean for, say, smaller AI startups? Is it harder to break through now?
That's the critical question. It probably means that finding smart capital investors who really understand your specific tech, your niche, is more important than ever.
Right. Not just any money.
Exactly.
But it's not all just about the money race, is it? I saw Anthropic set up this higher education advisory board.
Oh, yeah, with Rick Levin.
Right. To guide Claude for teaching, for research. That feels different, more thoughtful.
That's a great counterpoint. Shows a focus beyond just immediate market gains, thinking about responsible development.
That kind of foresight seems crucial, which actually brings us to practical strategy for founders like in SaaS. Once your product does more than just one or two things, that single homepage, it doesn't really work anymore, does it?
No, you definitely need to get more specific.
So dedicated pages, like for features, different uses, different customer types, all loaded with social proof.
Absolutely. Laser-focused pages. And that idea of focus, it connects directly to something often missed in strategy. Urgency.
Urgency, how so?
Well, think about common frameworks. Rice, Moscow. They're good for internal priorities, but they often miss market timing. Like racing to get 30% market share to dominate a new space.
Yeah.
That's a totally different kind of urgency than, say, delaying a new upsell feature.
Right. One is market-driven, the other is internal pacing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need proactive urgency to seize opportunities. Otherwise, you end up with that regrettable reactive urgency. You miss the boat.
Regrettable reactive urgency.
I like that. And for deep tech founders, those really science-heavy ventures.
Yeah, folks like Jesse Coors-Blankenship and Greg Hill who've been there, done that, and are now VCs.
What do they stress? Solving real problems, obviously. But also securing that smart capital again. Investors who get the tech. Anchor investors are key, they say, to bring others along.
Which makes sense. But in this climate, where you hear about seed rounds hitting $161 million valuations,
Crazy numbers.
how do you even educate the market about something truly new and show those milestones to attract that kind of specific smart capital?
That is the challenge, isn't it? Especially when it's genuinely groundbreaking. It requires clear communication and, demonstrating tangible progress.
It all sounds very high stakes, high scale. But innovation isn't only that, right? I was really struck by Slow Ventures investing $2 million in a woodworker.
Jonathan Katz-Moses, yeah.
It's fantastic. Supporting a creator, building a sustainable business, it just shows the range, the breadth of what being a founder means. Something we sometimes touch on here at the Vocal Technologist.
Absolutely. And that actually leads to a really profound point someone shared. This idea that maybe we should all be doing less.
Doing less, how does that fit in the founder world?
Well, this writer mentioned her therapist asked, what if she just stopped constantly trying to be productive? She realized her creativity had become like a chain. Her worth was just tied to output.
Wow, that hits home. So many founders feel that pressure, right? The relentless pursuit of growth, metrics.
Constantly. So the question becomes, what does doing less mean for you? Is it just fewer hours or something deeper?
Maybe it's about focusing that output. doing the right things, not just more things, protecting that initial spark.
I think that's exactly it. Understanding your real value, not just chasing every metric.
So whether you're aiming for tech giant status, building a sauce tool, or, a woodworking empire,
Right.
the journey demands so much. Strategy, market knowledge, and maybe, surprisingly, a lot of self-awareness.
Definitely. What we've talked about today shows success isn't just speed or funding. It's thoughtful execution, it's timing, and maybe redefining productivity for yourself.
Which leaves a big question for everyone listening.
Yeah. How do you balance those relentless demands of building your dream with protecting the actual joy and creativity that got you started in the first place? Something to think about as you keep going.
Spoken Tech, for your ears.